You never know what you have until it's gone, and sometimes you find out you didn't really require something until it's gone. Hey folks, welcome to our new video. Today we will going to discuss about list of top clubs that have improved after selling their star players. Philippe Coutinho and Liverpool. When asked if the club should have sold Philippe Coutinho to Barcelona, Liverpool supporters are still split. To this day, nobody has been able to adequately replace him. Since he left, however, they have improved greatly and are now considered one of Europe's top teams. They have won the Premier League and the Champions League, respectively, for the first time in 30 years and for the first time since 2005. Many of his former teammates have become household names around the world and are now considered Moik side legends. Including Van Dijk, 3 of his former teammates have reached the Ballon podium this year. That he wasn't the best player among them must have kept him up at night, but he still thought he was. Number 2, Paul Pogba and Manchester United. United didn't technically sell Pogba, but you can only imagine how relieved they must be to finally be rid of him after letting him leave on a free transfer and then re-signing him for a world record fee. They were hoping that Pogba would make a bigger splash, but he didn't. Intense bursts of insight were frequently followed by lulls in good judgment and decisiveness. Still, when he was healthy, he was the team's biggest and most reliable player. Before Ronaldo got here, when he decided to leave the team on a free at the end of the previous season, many people thought they would immediately collapse. Christian Eriksen's continued signing has ensured that this is not the case. This season, the Dane's steady hand has freed up Bruno Fernandes to focus his sights on the future. How far Ten Hag can take this team is still up for debate, but at the moment, nobody seems to be missing Paul Pogba. Number 3, Mauro Icardi, Inter Milan. Having your best player also be the most undisciplined member of your team has got to be a major pain. For a long time, that was the status quo at Inter Milan. Mauro Icardi, their captain and talisman, and the team's leading scorer for 4 consecutive seasons, has become the most divisive player in all of Italy. The tensions between him and the club finally reached a breaking point, and he and his agent wife gladly accepted offers from Paris Saint-Germain and Inter Milan, respectively. Selling him for €50 million helped defray the cost of signing Romelu Lukaku. It didn't take long for them to catch up to Juventus. They finished the following season 1 point ahead of AC Milan and champions of Italy. Number 4, the town of Leicester and the protagonist Harry Maguire. Leicester did not hesitate to accept Manchester United's offer of €87 million for Harry Maguire. Surprisingly, since then, every Fox's centre-back has been better than Harry, including United Chu, Johnny Evans, and even Wesley so far this season. He abandoned ship altogether, and the team ultimately finished in 5th place, their highest ranking since 2016 when they won the crown. Number 5, in favor of Atletico Madrid and Antoine Griezmann, is the Spanish club. With the Neymar-sized hole still present in Barcelona's setup, this was a case of double gain at the expense of rivals Barcelona. A player on an opposing team was the focus of a €120 million worth of negotiations. During the year 2019, he was right on Griezmann. This course of action was ultimately taken, but he failed to produce the anticipated outcome. Inexplicably, like the BL Granda faithful, he was frustrated by his time at the Nou Camp. Even worse, 2 years later, Luis Suarez switched sides for a pitiful €9 million and helped Atleti win La Liga on their first try. After being paid $20 million, Griezmann is back at the Wanda Metropolitan. The Madrid executives must be giggling to themselves right now. Number 6. Bayern Munich and Robert Lewandowski. Bayern Munich win the league every season, so it's no surprise to see them doing well after Lewandowski left. It's just the manner in which they've gone about winning games. The goals have been shared almost equally between all of their attacking players, and even the fullback seemed to be getting in on that. Oh, and when they met Levy's Barcelona in the group stage of the Champions League, they made sure to let him know that he had not been missed home and away. Number 7. Sporting CP and Bruno Fernandes. Bruno's departure from Lisbon had been coming for such a long time that the club had already begun planning for his departure, even before Manchester United. At Old Trafford, he became the quickest player to reach both 5 goals and 5 assists in Premier League history. Completing that feat in just 9 games, he also became the first player to win 4 Premier League Player of the Month awards in a single calendar year. This had Manchester United patting themselves on the back for such a great piece of business, but make no mistake, his previous club were also having the time of their lives with him gone. And it's not just because they got €63 million from the They went 32 games unbeaten en route to winning their first league title since 2002, and the man that had bought to replace Bruno was right at the heart of it. Pedro Alves that season. He notched 23 goals from the playmaker position and ensured that no one in Portugal was talking about Bruno's exploits in the Prem. Number 8. The removal of Eintracht Frankfurt's Rebic, Jovic and Haller. Frankfurt, which will be missing the fantastic quartet of Reek, Jovi, and Haller come summer 2019, should by all measures be ranked first here. The team was supposed to fall to the bottom of the league. They have, however, fared quite well in the years since then. In addition, in 2022, they became only the third club in history to win the UEFA Europa League, without suffering a single loss in the competition. Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Inter Milan are the 9th best duo in the world, after Zlatan scored more than 3 times as many goals as any of his teammates in 2008-09. How on earth could you convince Eto'o to let him leave? They could be offered Samuel Eto'o as a replacement, as Barcelona did in this case. Eto'o was a weaker and fading striker. For this reason, they pounced at the opportunity to acquire Zlatan. The only thing was, Samuel Eto'o wasn't dead yet like they thought he was. As soon as he arrived at San Siro, everything fell into place for Jose Mourinho's team, and they went on to win the Champions League and become the first Italian team to reach the final. They kicked Barcelona to the curb. The number of times Barcelona has come out on the losing end of a deal is so high that I've given up trying to keep track. Number 10. Atletico Madrid and Radamel Falcao. How often has this team found the key to their best striker only to have that player spawn an even better one the following year? Nobody thought Falcao's replacement would be as good, but holy cow, Diego Costa has taken the league by storm since he was freed from the Falcao shadow. Costa didn't rely solely on athleticism to place in the top 4. The likes of Fernando Torres, Diego Forlan, Sergio Aguero, and even Alvaro Morata couldn't stop them from winning the league thanks to his leadership. Speculation about who will take the 9th spot is futile, but Atletico is a sure bet. Guys, that's the only information we have for now. Click the like button and subscribe to the channel if you liked the video.